Hello and welcome to this edition of Kids Zone, the Christian education moment designed for the entire family. It is Aspire Week. I am so excited because we have been working so hard since the last Aspire to think, how can we do something that will bring joy to the world? I mean, we don't have to just sing about joy coming to the world at just Christmas, because Jesus Christ did bring joy to the world, which means that we ought to be able to celebrate joy each and every day. 365 days of the year, 366 days on a leap year, which is this year. And what better way than to celebrate this wonderful chapter in all of our lives together than to celebrate with Aspire. Aspire is the place where you can learn and have fun at the same time. You can learn and worship and have fun, turn up, celebrate, lay your hair down, do whatever you gotta do, because we all deserve freedom and joy. When we were thinking about the topic or the title for this particular theme, I was running through my social media and I happened to roll across this social media account called Black Joy. And throughout the country, in different places, actually throughout the world, people are finding ways to celebrate Black joy. For the past few years, we have seen violence on displayed against Black people, against Black and brown bodies in many different ways. I mean, from George Floyd to the many people who have become a hashtag, to all the things that have happened as a result of laws being changed. Breonna Taylor, I mean, think about just the stress that people have gone on just to be alive, to get up and go to work every day, to go to school, to not know whether or not your kids will be safe, to not know whether or not sometimes bills will get paid. People are having a hard time buying essential needs like groceries, and gas prices going up. It looks crazy out there because our political system seems jacked up and folks don't know who's going to be our leader, even though sometimes it looks like it's clear as day who needs to be our leader. Oh my gosh, so much is going on that if you just focus and turn on the news only or listen to what's happening in the world, you would miss the grace that God has given us by being able to be alive. Every moment that you're able to breathe in and exhale is a moment or a reason to give God thanks and to celebrate with joy. So, in the spirit and the tradition of so many other cultures and groups that have come before us, that are present with us, and those that are yet to come, we are going to leave our mark in Florence, South Carolina by having the biggest party that you can think of. So I am inviting you, my brothers and sisters, even if you are not registered for Aspire, the conference, you can come on down to Aspire Fest 2024. It is going to be totally out of this world. That was the first theme of the Christian Education Congress in 2007 and 17, and we are now here 7 years later in 2024, and we are going to celebrate with joy. Did you know that in the biblical times, or the times we say the biblical times, during the times that the Bible talks about in the history that was there, it's an account of so many different cultures and stories, so many different groups of people who were developed and created for different reasons. They helped to establish different cities, different temples in different areas. They established a way of life. They left their mark, and it's written in the Bible, talks about these different festivals that would happen where people would eat and they would dance and they would have a week long to celebrate, whether it been the deliverance out of bondage or out of the Exodus period, whether it be a celebration tied to the new moon that was coming, or to celebrate just the fact that life was existing for them. So whether or not you are of Hindi descent, whether you are of Asian descent, African descent, European descent, Latin American, South American, Central American, the Caribbean island, We all have ways to celebrate, and during the summer in America, celebrations tend to take off. From Juneteenth all the way to Labor Day, we love a good party and to celebrate. And what reasons would you have to celebrate in your life? I know for me, I am just grateful that God has brought me such a mighty long way. I used to hear folks say that all the time, and folks would just stand up and clap and shout and praise God, and I would shout and jump and praise God right along with them because of what I saw. But now that I've had some years underneath my belt, and I can think about where I was even in 2017 and think about where I'm at now, God has brought me a mighty long way. Oh my gosh, but God gave me new life, and I choose life every day. So why are you so turned up, Reverend Green? Why are you so lit? It is because God is so good in my life, and all I gotta do is to serve God, to serve the world, to be humble, to serve it with gladness, and to be kind to my brothers and sisters. And that is what the biblical story teaches me. That is why I choose to follow Christ, is because he points me to joy. And every time I see where Christ's footprint has been, where his hands have touched in the Bible, and where God's handiwork still shows me that God still exists in the middle of all this craziness, I still choose joy. And I invite you to partner with me to come and celebrate the goodness of God by sharing in the joy in our lives each and every day, not just at Aspire, but choosing to show up and be joyous in everything that you do. I cannot wait to see you this week. Have a wonderful few days, and I'll see you in Florence because, hey, it's a turn up. It's a turn up at Aspire 2024. We're so glad that you are here and so glad that you can celebrate with us. See you the next time. Bye-bye.